We started first hearing loud banging noises coming outside of our classroom. The teacher went to the door to look into the hallway to see what was going on and making all that noise, and as soon as she opened it, she shut it back again and said, "Everyone get underneath your desk and somebody call 911. And we all just jumped to the floor. And that's when he came into our room, and it was just constant gunfire from that point on. Just bang, bang, bang. You'd hear a clip change, another one put in, and like a big forceful air like I had been kicked or something like that. And I remember it was that moment to when I felt that force, when I felt the blood trickle down my leg, and when I smelled the gunpowder. All of that came full circle with, like, this is a shooting going on right now. I'm in a very dangerous situation with nowhere to go.
You're seeing police out with their weapons drawn, students out looking, trying to see what's going on, running out of buildings.
And we found out that this was a result of failures in multiple areas of school policies and mental health policies and of gun policies. If Sung-Wee Cho had received the mental health treatment that he needed, if he had been followed up with appropriately, if he'd been adjudicated and treated appropriately, I think things would have been different. When I learned how he bought his guns, that's really what blew my mind. It was also very simple. He went to the closest places to him. He went to a store down the road, and he went to the internet, and he bought from licensed dealers who were required to run background checks. So Joe took 2 background checks, even though he had a mental health history that would have prohibited him from buying guns. You know, you go up to him, you start talking to him, and you ask him, you know, what you got to do to buy this gun that he's got, and he says, you know, sometimes all you need is a license, and sometimes you don't even need that. If you tell him you don't have it, like I told him, you know, he's like, all right, well, that's all right.
So this is what we brought today. A gun show in Ohio.
With no background check?
You know, there were 32 people who were killed in Blacksburg on April 16, 2007. But then I also learned that on average in America, there are 32 people killed every day with guns. That I was like, that's a Virginia Tech happening every single day, and yet this is not talked about. So I wanted to do it to honor the victims of the shooting that I was involved with, but also to connect to those who are murdered every single day. And as a way to bring attention to a bigger problem we have in America, a problem where gun violence in this country is unlike any other in any other country.
I am terrified of how I see things ending in the future. If I want it to end the way it is, it's very exciting, but it also means that there will be a lot that needs to be done, and doing that won't be easy, absolutely not. But I am afraid, but I do believe it's the good thing to do, so it's the fight I want to fight, and the fight I will fight.